Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's me again, Irene, and today the long wait is over. I have a lot of questions in the inquiries about part 2 of my uploaded video last year. So I've already uploaded the Mündliche Prüfung. So now I will be talking to you about the Praktische Prüfung, or the practical exam for you to be a nurse here in Germany. So let's start. So first, you will be provided a date on your examination date. So last year, basically the process is that you should pass first the Mündliche Prüfung and then the practical or the Praktische Prüfung. But now I've noticed sometimes they will schedule you first on the practical exam or the Praktische Prüfung, and then if you pass that one, you can proceed to Mündliche. So maybe because of the pandemic, they're just trying to accommodate, or they're just trying to work on the schedule. I'm not sure, but yeah, some of my colleagues, Pinoy nurses, are having the practical exam first and then the Mündliche Prüfung. So before your exam, I am sure that there's a Praxisleiterin on your station. So they will be guiding you all the way until the day of your exam. So on my experience, before, like 3 days before the exam, you will choose a patient on your station, or your Praxisleiterin will choose the patient. But as what I've noticed, they will choose these patients that are teilweise, or the hindi yung mga mahirap na patient, like yung nakakaupo sa bed, nakaka-wash and konti, and then you will be there to assist. And the next thing is that you will be preparing your Pflegeplanung. Depends on the case of your patient. I'm not quite sure if how many patients should you choose for your exam. Some would say they only have one patient, some have 2 patients, but on my case last year, I got 2 patients. So yun, you will make a Pflegeplanung, depends on the case of your patient, and then you will have it checked by your Praxisleiterin if there's something that they need to correct, or if there's something that they need to recommend or whatnot, or needs to revise. I don't know, but on my case last year, my Praxisleiterin assisted me in making this Pflegeplanung. So next thing is that you need to prepare, or you need to know the information from your patient, like for example, the age, the diagnosis, the medications that she's taking, and as well as you need to study those medications. Why did she got that medication? Why is it what are the nursing interventions? Like for example, if the patient has metoprolol or the digitoxin, what are the things that you need to be aware of? And then what else? Medication, and then yun. You also need to prepare your schedule of the day. Like for example, on the day of your exam, you will start 7 a.m. So you have to write there 7 a.m. to 7:30 this Vorstellung, together with your examiner, with your Leiterin as well. And then 7:30 to 8, Medikamente stellen. You have to prepare the meds. And then 8, you'll start with the Versorgung. So you'll go to the room like that. So you'll have to make a schedule until the exam finishes. So it's just like a schedule, a day schedule. So with specific time, like 7 to 7:30, 7:30 to 8, 8 to 9. That's it. So on the day of your exam, so darating na yung proofreading mo. So, syempre magdadasal ka for sure. And then after that, you'll just, on my experience, I will just be talking about my experience. So we went to a room, just the three of us, the examiner, the leiterin, and me. So I started by talking about the patient, like diese Vorstellung. Yeah, so patient, chuba is da. So can be that the examiner will interrupt you and ask some questions, like for example about the medication, about the diagnosis. But about the medication, don't worry, they will not be asking you about the yung pharma chuvanes. No, they'll just be asking you about the basics, the important things that you need to know, especially nursing management. And then after talking about the history of your patient, you will be a history and background information of your patient. You will be telling also your examiner about your plan. So as what I've told you, that schedule. And then so you will also make sure that the time, that the schedule that you've made, ma-meet mo din yon. Like for example, 7 to 7:30, ito yung target mo, like first telung lang. So 7:30 dapat tapos na kayo. So yeah, you'll just have to be conscious of your time as well. So next is, after telling your examiner about the schedule, you will inform your examiner that I will be discussing now my Pflegeplanung for this patient. So this patient, blah blah blah. So Pflegeplanung, alam nyo na yun. So Pflegeplanung, and then yung isusulat nyo sa Pflegeplanung, of course, dapat gagawin nyo yung lahat yun, because they will also base your grade if you have met those things that you wrote. So like for example, naglagay mo doon na like for example, you let the patient do some exercises, light exercises. So dapat sa exam mo, like nandun ka na sa patient, gagawin mo talaga yun. So just some be cautious on those points. Okay, so next thing about after the Pflegeplanung, so you will then inform your examiner. So Frau Chuvanes, it's already 8, so I will proceed. I will be preparing now the medications. So punta kayo dun sa station nyo or whatnot, dun sa station nyo. Ewan ko if may medication room ba kayo or ganon. So don't forget yung disinfection. So kahit ilang beses ka pang magpalit ng gloves, kahit ilang beses ka pa mag-disinfection, okay lang yun. Huwag kang mag-alala, walang over dyan. Mas okay pang sobra kaysa kulang. So, i-disinfect mo muna, and then mag-stellen ka ng gamot. And before your exam, I would suggest you will prepare you have to check if the medications are available. Like for example, may pantoprazole. Tapos pagtingin mo pala, wala palang pantoprazole sa station nyo. Maghahanap ka pa. So before your exam, you need to prepare it. So just a tip, prepare nyo muna yung medication. Check muna if medication ng patient nandun. So, handshoe, alam nyo na yun, disinfection. And then, you will start preparing the medication in front of your examiner. And, tip, if you prepare the medication, make sure that you will check the expiration date. You need to check the expiration date of the medication. And then, there's a possibility that in the middle of preparing the medication, they will ask you some questions. Like, usually they will ask about the yung right dose, right, ano nga yun? Kalimutan ko. So, right medication, right time, yun, ganon. And then, basta, chine-check din nila yung pag-shelin mo ng gamot. And then, after preparing the medication, you will inform us naman yung examiner mo, Frau Chua, I have finished na shelin yung gamot. And then, it's already, you have to be cautious of your time, as what I've told you. So, for example, it's already 8 o'clock. So, Frau Chuchu, it's already 8 o'clock. We'll go na sa room ng patient. So, punta kayo ng room ng patient. Pagpasok nyo, so a tip na naman, tip from Kuya Kim, as much as possible, maging madaldal kayo sa exam nyo. Okay? Kasi may points din yon sa communication. So, like for example, sa akin, hindi naman ako madaldal, especially Deutsch. Alam mo nyo naman, mahirap mag-Deutsch. Pero nung nag-exam ako, guys, bigla akong naging madaldal. So, subsuba na to, bahala na. So, when you enter the room, you will introduce yourself, pero na-briefing nyo na yung patient nyo. Like, hello, ich bin Irene. Nandito yung examiner ko, nandito yung leiterin ko, mag-i-exam kami ngayon. Tutulungan ko kayong vashen, ganun. So, you have to communicate with your patient, and then you will start na vital signs, and keep in mind hugini. So, yung pag-handshoe, palit nyo ng handshoe, yung pag-disinfection nyo, and then yung tamang pag-vashen, tuturuan naman kayo ng leitong nyo. And then, keep in mind as well, yung lahat ng sinulat ng fligiplanong mo, nagawa mo. So, before your exam, i-review nyo yan. Tapos, imagine nyo din kung yung step by step na anong gagawin, ganon. So, another tip, minsan, there are small things that you would sometimes forget. Like, for example, making sure that the window is closed, making sure that your patient is in the right position, the safety of the patient, that's really important. Huwag nyo pong hayaang maiwan yung patient nyo. For example, yung bed, tinataas nyo. Kasi for sure, for example, nag-fashion kayo. So, sa likod nyo, syempre, itataas nyo yung bed. And then, may nakalimutan ka, lalabas ka. No, you have to be cautious on that part because it's really delikado na i-compromise mo yung safety ng patient. That's really important. So, if ever may nakalimutan kayo, for example, Ako nakalimutan ko yung basurahan. Syempre, kailangan natin yan. So, either you will inform, you can ask your leiterin, kan's to be tingnan yung patient ko. Or, sabihin mo sa leiterin mo, pwede mo bang kunin yung Wilheimer, ganon. So, yun. So, be cautious sa safety, sa communication, and for example, sa fligeplano, yun nakalagay doon, yung massage, magmamassage ka. Kung magmamassage ka, hindi ka lang, okay, magmamassage ako, yun. No, you have to explain to the patient bakit mo ginagawa yun. Like, ay, peto, massage kita para yung lunge mo, ganon. So, yun, dapat i-explain mo sa patient, dapat continuous yung communication mo sa patient, yung parang walang dead air, yun. So, todo na yung mga, todo na yung pag-communication nyo. So, and then after that one, after mo nang navashen, if you think that you have already applied the things that you've wrote on your fligeplano, so lalabas na kayo, and then you will do the berisht. So magbiberisht ka. So you'll do the documentation. After writing the documentation, they will ask you some questions. So, like for example, on my examination, the examiner asked me why I wrote that, because it's not really vital. So, you have to explain bakit mo kasi on my case, sinulat ko kasi doon, vital signs are normal, ganon. Yung point ng examiner, bakit ko pa isusulat yun kung hindi naman siya official para sa patient. Hindi siya very relevant on that shift. So, tinulungan din ako ng Laitungkong na mag-explain, because sometimes yung magre-receive ng shift mo, hindi kilala si patient and ganon. So, it would be better if you document everything. So, yun, mag-a-ask talaga sila ng questions. So, just be ready. Just know your patient very well, especially yung diagnosis, kung bakit ganun yung nursing interventions mo. But, nandun na yun sa fligeplano mo, kung aaralin mo lang. And then, after the berisht, pupunta na naman kayo dun sa room. You'll just go to that room where you explained your fligeplano, and then you will ask what are the things that you've done right, and what are the things that you've done wrong, or what are the things that you forgot. So you will be asked to take a break and reflect. Yun na yung reflection. So, during sa break, talagang iisipin mo ng mabuti kung ano yung hindi mo nagawa, ano yung pagkakamali mo. So, yung hindi mo nagawa, what you've done, what have you forgot on, especially on your fligeplano, kung nagawa mo ba or what not, may nakalimutan ka ba or ano. Because after that break, you will ask to go back again to that room, and then tatanungin ka ano yung nakalimutan mo. So, like for example, nakalimutan ko pong magpalit ng gloves, na ganon. So, you have to reflect on your mistakes. Because, kahit hindi mo yan nagawa, pag na-reflect mo or naalala mo na mali siya, hindi yun i-consider nilang mali. So, they will consider it as still correct because you've realized that you have not done it. So, after that one, you will be informed by the examiner if may mali ka nagawa or ano. And then, you will go through the fligiplanong kung nagawa nyo lahat. And then, they will suggest, next time, ganito, ganyan, ganyan. And then, you will ask again to step out of the room. And yung lightung nyo, tsaka yung examiner, mag-uusap sila, magde-deliberate sila. I don't know anong pag-uusapan nila, but I think deliberation. And then, once you go back to the room, you will be asked to step in again. And then, you will be informed that you've passed the exam. So, yun. So, I hope may natutunan kayo sa akin, Char. I hope nakapagbigay ako ng idea. I've given you an idea about the exam. The routine of the exam is still the same since I have colleagues who took the exam last week. So yun pa rin yung process. And then, I hope I've given you an idea. So, tips, yun, yung safety ng patient, yung fligiplanong na magagawa mo lahat yung sinulat mo. And then, yun, safety, yung nursing management, you study the background of the patient. And then, always be cautious of hygiene, so yung pagdi-disinfection nyo. So, as what I've told you, kahit ilang beses ka pang magpalit ng gloves, basta sure ka lang, mas okay yon kaysa sa kulang. And then, yun, sa exam ko may nagawa lang akong mali, yung nag-wound management ako. Ewan ko, kasi nung pinalitan ko ng verband yung patient, ewan ko kung baka kinabahan lang ako. Nung pagtanggal ko ng plaster ng patient, pero naka-gloves ako. Tinignan ko yung wunde. Anong tawag nito? Ginanon ko. Parang pinisil ko yung umgibong ng wunde. Tapos tinignan ko pa, malapit pa yung mukha ko dun sa wunde. Kaya yung reflection na, tinanong niya ako, bakit kailangan mong gawin yun? Sabi ko, oo nga, bakit ko ba hinawakan ko pa yung wunde? Tapos yung mukha ko pa daw, malapit pa sa wunde. Yun, so may naman siya, mga advice naman siya na next time, you avoid it because it's not good for you and for your patient. So, yun. So, again, I'm not perfect. I had also some mistakes in my exam. And then, I hope I've helped you. And toy sa mga mag-i-exam dyan. Good luck and God bless. Don't forget to pray. Huwag masyadong kabahan because nakaka-black out. So, just stay focused and good luck and God bless.